From epidemic to pandemic to endemic. Yes friends, Corona is here to stay with us for more time than expected. What started in China as an epidemic has become a pandemic, spreading around the globe, touching around 188 countries. Good news is that Italy will allow European Union nationals to enter the country without going into quarantine from June 3rd onwards, in an effort to rescue its tourism industry. Hi friends, let us go to my video. My name is Janardhan. I do video related to travel and tourism. Those who are new to my channel, please subscribe to receive my latest video and updates. Today I'm going to talk about the journey of Corona and some of the recent updates on tourism. Let's start from here. Why it is called COVID-19? It is a disease caused by a new strain of coronavirus. CO stands for Corona, VI stands for virus, and D for diseases. Formerly, this disease was referred to as 2019 novel coronavirus or 2019 nCoV. But I don't know how many of you all will know that the first human coronavirus were first identified in the mid 1960s itself. That's a joke. Anyway, we will not touch that now. Let's move into what the main subject about coronavirus we're discussing. As per Executive Director of World Health Organization's Health Emergency Program, Dr. Ryan, we have a new virus entering the population for the first time. Therefore, it is very hard to predict when we will prevail over it, he said. And as the pandemic continues to affect millions across the world, Dr. Ryan offered up another possible future scenario, that the virus may never fully leave us. This means from pandemic we are moving into endemic. This is what I started with my video. It is going to be an endemic. So this means this is going to be with us for more time than as we expected. The virus which was first identified in December 2019 has currently spread to over 188 countries. Let us go through the journey of Corona globally and nationally. On 31st December 2019, December 2019, Wuhan Municipal Health Commission in China reported a cluster of cases of pneumonia in Wuhan, Hubei province. A novel coronavirus was eventually identified and had a link to a wholesale food market in Wuhan. So this is where the so-called coronavirus started. On 4th January 2020, WHO reported on social media that there is a cluster of pneumonia cases with no deaths in Wuhan, Hubei province. On 10th January 2020, WHO issued a comprehensive package of technical guidance online with advice to all countries on how to detect, test, manage potential cases based on what was known about the virus at the time. On January 11, China announced its first death from the virus. Let's move. 12th January 2020, China publicly shared the generic sequence of COVID-19. 13th January 2020, official confirmed case of COVID-19 in Thailand. The first case recorded outside of China. This is the first case other than China has recorded. That's in Thailand. Only on 22nd January 2020, WHO mission to China issued a statement saying that there was evidence of human-to-human transmission in Wuhan. This is where US fired or felt bad about WHO, saying only in January 22nd the WHO has announced saying that it will transmit from human to human. Let's move to that a little later. On 20th January 2020, a senior WHO delegation led by the Director General traveled to Beijing to meet China's leadership, learn more about China's response and to offer any technical assistance. 30th January 2020, WHO situation report for 30th January, as on 30th January, reported 7,818 total confirmed cases worldwide, with majority of these in China and 82 cases reported in 18 countries outside China. This is the original, this is the initial number as on 30th January. You can just compare this number with the present situation. WHO gave a risk assessment of very high for China. So they have actually appreciated China on this, and high at the global level. Fine. Now on 11th March 2020, deeply concerned by both alarming levels of spread and severity and by alarming levels of inaction, WHO made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic. This is the time where the WHO announces as a pandemic. That is almost 3 months later. That is what started in December. They announced it in March, saying it as a pandemic. Rest all, you know what is happening currently. Now let's see in India. This, what I was telling you all this while, is a global scenario. Let's see in India what has happened. India began, that is between January and February, India began thermal screening of passengers arriving from China on 21st January. That is from 21st January, India started doing a thermal screening. Initially carried out at 7 airports. It was expanded to 20 airports towards the end of January. So almost at the end of January, India started doing a thermal testing of all the airports. The first case of the COVID-19 pandemic India was reported on January 30th. Action by India towards other countries. What India has done to other countries. Now we will see this also little later. Let's go in India itself what has happened after January and February. In March, that is on March 2020, Indian government stopped issuing of new visas. Previously issued visas for the nationals of Italy, Iran, South Korea, Japan were suspended. So this was a major step which India took to reduce the disease coming from other countries. All visas were suspended as on 13th March, except for diplomatic purpose. That means who was going on government duties, government jobs. All other visas have been suspended by that time. It is on 13th March, including the country which is coming to India as a visa-free travel. So all those been cut by 13th March. March 13, 2020, a 76-year-old man who died in Karnataka. That was the first death case suspected to be on account of coronavirus. So March 13, 2020 was the first death reported from Karnataka. On March 16, the union government declared a countrywide lockdown of schools and colleges. That is from 16th March, they started closing their schools and colleges, countrywide. By early to mid-March, that is between beginning of March till mid of March, the government had drawn up plans to deal with worsening of the pandemic in the country. They started planning out how to control this and all those things. This included ministries getting into act and formulating a policy and sharing with the state government how to control this. They also invoked the Act, Epidemic Diseases Act 1897, as a first step to educational institutions and commercial establishments to shut it completely. So this was the first and foremost and very important steps that the Government of India took. Then on March 17, the Government of India issued an advisory urging to all Indian states to take social distancing measures. Social distancing measures started from March 17th onwards as a preventive strategy for implementation till 31st March. So they started from 17th March to 31st March social distancing, thinking that by March we will be under control. On 22nd March, India observed a 14-hour voluntary public curfew at the instance of Prime Minister. That was the first kind of a public participation in terms of COVID-19. First lockdown was on 24th March for 21 days. That was the first lockdown, started from 24th of March. Now, this is the scenario happened in India in March, up to March. Now in April, major Indian cities and many states made wearing facial mask compulsory. They made it as a compulsory thing in effect from April to wear the facial mask, which was made compulsory. Second lockdown, on 14th April, the Prime Minister extended till 3rd May. There was a second lockdown. Third lockdown from 1st May till 17th May. That was the third lockdown. Just 2 days back only, it got ended. So today we are at the 4th lockdown. That is, it is called lockdown 4.0. So this is how India so far had done it to contain this disease. The a very famous and a popular Oxford University students, that is called Oxford University students and staff from every part of the world, they collect data from the public institutions or sources of various countries, which is also called OXCGRT. They have actually made a note or notice. I am just mentioning the quote given by this OXCGRT report. In its report, based on data from 73 countries, reports that the Indian government has responded more stringently than other countries in tackling the pandemic. It noted the government's swift action, emergency policy, making emergency investment in healthcare, fiscal measures, investment in vaccine research, and active response to the situation had scored India with 100% for its strictness. This is actually a good news to hear, and also feel proud that India actually took right decisions at the right time, which is why we, being the second largest with 138 crores as on date population, could contain this disease to a lakh plus as of fourth month. So it is actually a good measure taken by the Prime Minister. On 12th May, Prime Minister in an address to the nation said that the coronavirus crisis should be seen as an opportunity, laying emphasis on domestic products and economic and self-reliance. As Atmani Bihar Bharat, I'm sorry, I'm not so good in English, in Hindi, so I'll say this is a self-reliant India. This is a famous 20 lakh crore financial package. This is what was told in that. I'll just try and say again, Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which is nothing but self-reliant India, where Indians are think or made to think that buy Indian products, so that we stop the products from outside the country, so that the Indian labor, Indian manufacture, Indian agriculture, all those things can be given a boost. So that is what was launched. That was on the 12th of May. As on 19th May 2020, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare have confirmed a total of 1,01,139 cases. This, as on 19th of May, as per the official record, India had 1,01,139 cases, 39,174 recoveries, and 3,160 deaths in the country. This is the official record as of 19th May 2020. Now, what was the action by India towards other countries post this? During this corona virus or COVID-19 situation. What did India do? On 26 February, India sent 15 tons of masks, gloves, and other emergency medical equipment by an Indian Air Force to China. So we had made first export of all these medical emergency kits to China on 26th of February. Then on April 4, the government of India banned the export of hydrochloroquine without any exception. That means they took a very bold decision on 4th April saying that India will not export any of this hydroxychloroquine was banned export, because this was the only medicine available at the moment to cure corona. Since there is no medicine found so far, this is the only medicine available in the country, not only in the country, worldwide, to cure corona. Now, on April 4th, that is on the next day, on the 5th, the next day, the US President Donald Trump called Prime Minister and hinted at possible retaliation if they don't export hydroxychloroquine to their country. It was seen kind of little embarrassment to the country, but then as the Prime Minister of country has to take the decision, because for him, India first, then the others. So that was decision taken. However, on a goodwill, he did send on a humanitarian grounds, he did send to US along with other countries, almost for around 30 countries, which includes Brazil, Spain, France, UK, Germany, Australia, all those countries. So they sent, including SAARC countries, they did send it to, though there was a ban, but they did send it as a goodwill, on a humanitarian grounds. On April 11, India sent a team of 15 doctors and healthcare professionals to Kuwait to assist in its fight against coronavirus. On 16th April, India sent 85 million hydroxychloroquine tablets and 500 million paracetamol tablets to 108 countries. So India keep on doing this bit in the to the other countries on a humanitarian grounds, or to gain the confidence of other countries on India. It also launched a smartphone application called Arogya Setu. In fact, this was a very important app even today, that if you are traveling to some place, or if you are in a public place, or you are entering a campus or complex, not complex, a campus, it is must that you have Arogya Setu app in your system. In fact, even other major countries are planning to have this app, or probably they are by this time must have had this app as a precautionary or as an informative tool to identify the presence of coronavirus around them. Now, what are the reactions of some top superpowers after this corona epidemic or pandemic? US President, that was the first reaction by the US President Donald Trump. He has said that he is going to stop, or he is going to halt the funding to the World Health Organization because it has failed in its basic duty in its response to the coronavirus outbreak. This is what I had mentioned in the beginning. This was the effect of the other countries towards the impact of corona. Now, Japan moved its production. Japan is planning to move its production houses out of China, because even Japan felt there is something behind this, and China could be a reason to it. And they set aside about 243.5 billion yen to help their firms to shift production out of China. Australia is also another country which has pushed for an inquiry to the coronavirus outbreak. They also forced, along with this, US and Japan to make an inquiry with China on the coronavirus outbreak, like how it has happened, who is behind that, and all these things. Due to this action by Australia, China has blocked its import from Australia. Australia is a major exporter of beef to China. They've suspended this, saying some technical reasons. So these are some of the actions of the various superpowers on account of coronavirus. Now let us look at a few things here and there which people tend to have this doubt and confusion. Whether this virus will transmit through food. No, if food is cooked properly, if food is eaten, with the safety practices, it cannot transmit through food. This virus will not transmit through food. Now, what will happen will it transmit through mosquito bite? So far, there is no evidence, there is no scientific proof which shows that this virus move or transmit through mosquito. Will it affect the smokers? Our smokers are more prone to getting coronavirus disease. That means how effective or how dangerous this for smokers? Yes, it is very dangerous for smokers, because you are on the open. You are in open. Your fingers, if fingers are touched elsewhere, and if your fingers are carrying virus, and when smoking, yes, and this can touch your lips. So there are high possibility of transmitting this through your mouth and can affect you. So these are some of the things which I thought I shared with you as just a reminder, or what we have seen, what we heard last 4 months and during the lockdown. I thought just share some information, though it is not my profile. I do tourism and travel, but then I thought just share some information, kind of a knowledge sharing. Let's come to travel, which is my area. Italy will allow travel to and from abroad starting June 3rd. Yes, currently limited to residents in Europe, visa-free Schengen area. Traveler will also not be required to quarantine for 14 days upon entering Italy after June 3rd. So the announcement was a major move for Italy as it seeks to reopen its tourism and salvage some of the summer vacation season. This will also help other countries to learn and implement the measures that Italy is taking in case if Italy comes out successful. Yes, so this will be an eye-opening for other countries as well to follow suit if that is successful by Italy. Now tell me one simple question to all of us. We are human beings and we are Indians and we love travel. That is no doubt. Just a quote. The question is how many people will be willing to travel. The question is how many people will be willing to travel once the lockdown ends. People will not make investment now, no matter how lucrative. The thing with the pandemic the thing with the pandemic is that nobody has the answers right now. That means how many will travel little later, or once things start looking better. Not until a vaccine is found. That is what most of them say. Till the vaccine is found, people may not wanting to travel. But not everyone is going to stay locked down till next year either. That is also there, even if vaccine is not found. But it is not that everyone would like to stay at home as lockdown. So some people who are frustrated will want to travel. They will travel. So that is the fun of travel. So travel will happen. Travel will bounce back. Travel will have flying colors. Yes friends, I'm coming to end of my video. Those who are new to my channel, please do subscribe to get my videos, and please leave your comment to improve the quality and content. If you want to make any other video, if you want to make video with any other subjects, do let me know. Let me try and give you that video. Please do subscribe and support me to make more such videos. Bye friends, take care, stay safe.